Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about PancakeSwap. We haven't talked about PancakeSwap too much on this channel, and there's really no reason as to why. As Cake is a great coin to hold, we see it right now at that 2687 price point, a 133% increase in the last month alone. We saw a $4.2 billion market cap today, as well as a $867.9 million volume in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at Cake's circulating supply, it's about 158.3 million. If we take a look at this last month price chart, you can see it's already came from 1174 all the way up to potentially that 2857. So you're seeing a very good price chart here, and like I said, it's a very healthy price chart. If we take a look at the last week alone, or even the last month, is really where you can see that this is a very healthy price chart. And even with these massive dips that we saw in the market, it took Cake down to 1956, even maybe lower than that 1956 in some exchanges. So we're seeing Cake really as a great coin to hold. I think if everyone continues to understand what Cake is actually doing for people, obviously swaps as very low transaction fees. The swap in general, the exchange is doing very well, and I think people are going to continue to use it, and we're going to continue to see rises in 2021. So I wanted to talk about the price predictions for April, May, and 2021 while talking about Cake because it has massive potential for the entirety of 2021. As we continue forward, we can actually see in the last year, pretty much, it took about January 30th is when we started to see rises. We saw an increase to about that $2.85 mark, stabilization, and to another increase. We saw continuous increases in February. March, it kind of had a dip, but we saw the use come right back up late March, April, and we're continuing to see growth. And I think that's the biggest thing right now is everyone understands what Cake is here for, why it's so important, and why it's so good to a lot of us. So let's take a look at some of their Twitter. So recently they talked about how's the migration going. If you guys don't know about the V2 migration, it's a big deal. Obviously 1.05 billion in liquidity already moved to V2, 3.9 billion still to go. The biggest farms are the biggest farms are about to move over starting in an hour. So they've been continuing to, get these farms marked with, will start with switching to V2 from now. So they actually marked them. If you guys want to look here, you can actually click on the thing and the picture and see, which farms are marked, which ones they're working on right now, which ones the migrations are coming in for. So if you continue up, you see Let's Go. They talk more about the the PancakeSwap altogether. You can see the APR is at 748% for the Cake BNB. Obviously, we're continuing to see more and more switch over to these V2 farms with insane APRs to start out. If you haven't, migrated your LPs from V1 yet, then you basically don't like money is what they're going with on Twitter. And they say every trade you make on the V2 exchange now burns Cake as well. So spoiler, a lot of Cake is going to be burned. If you go up a little bit more, you can see all of the 21 new PCS's V2 vaults are live. So a lot of vaults are already beginning to come into play. They're already live. If you go up a little bit more, you can see how the V2 migration is actually going. In the last 31 minutes, they tweeted 2.4 billion in liquidity already moved to V2, 2.9 billion in V1 liquidity still left to go, and over 50% of Cake BNB has already migrated. Have you? And they talk about how, this is a big deal for obviously Cake. If we go over to the next little tweet here, you see that yesterday the PancakeSwap router contract hit a new all-time high with 1.18 million transactions in a single day. For reference, the whole of Ethereum did 1.47 million transactions yesterday. Just the router did 80% of the number of transactions that happened on the whole of ETH. That's a lot, and it definitely is a lot. And this, I don't think this was yesterday. I forget. This is a couple days ago, I believe. But for the most part, you can see that this is a big deal as we continue to see. Pancake is all as well now listed on Crypto.com. If you guys don't know what Crypto.com is, it's an app where you can basically, it's like Coinbase, or it's another app where you can exchange cryptocurrencies. PancakeSwap is, or Cake itself is, available on Crypto.com is what I'm hearing. So we're continuing to see big things in Cake. Obviously, a lot of people adapting to what Cake is and understanding that, PancakeSwap is a big deal. A lot of people understand that we're going to continue to see price rises. So let's take a look at this last week alone. So if you guys don't know, PancakeSwap is basically an exchange where you can exchange. Let's say I want Link and I have BNB. I can do BNB to Link, and I can do a, that transaction of, let's say, 100 BNB for Link, and I can do that for less than pretty much $1. It's insane transaction fees, very low. And that's why BNB is so big, as well as PancakeSwap right now. We're continuing to see both of those coins really do well throughout this bull market run, and I continue to think we will see them do well for the rest of 2021. So taking a look at this last month alone, we do see a very, like I said, very healthy price chart with a lot of increases, but a lot of good stabilizations and dips as well through obviously the market crashes are kind of bringing them a little bit lower than I would have liked, but I do think we've recovered very, very well with the PancakeSwap V2. I think a lot of people making a lot of money on PancakeSwap right now because, like I said, this market crashing with something this strong of a coin, with all these updates coming out, people know that the prices are going right back up. They understand that, and because of that, they're buying these dips instantly, and then even maybe selling at the top unless they're holding long term. But either way, PancakeSwap looking very, very solid right now. Let's jump into some price predictions for April, May, and 2021. But before we do that, guys, I do want to say I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. And I also want to say, jump in the description of this video right here, and you can follow me on Twitter. I try to retweet these things that are important to you. Obviously, updates are big news, as well as anything that's, like I said, important to you guys. So also jump into the Discord. There's a link in the description below for Discord. You can join our Discord community, talk with crypto like-minded people like you and me, and we'll have a good talk there, and we'll be able to discuss different coins and what we think are the outlook on some of these coins. So jumping into our price predictions for April, May, and 2021 now for PancakeSwap. If we take a look at this last month, we see a very good rise, and I think we will continue to see a rise. I think this is actually one of those coins that actually may see a very, very good end of April. A lot of coins are struggling through the end of April because of these market crashes. I think PancakeSwap's going to do well. I think we could even meet that $30, $32 mark. I'm going to go with a new all-time high of $30 to $32, right around that range for the end of April. I think that's definitely a possibility. I do think it's a little out there. I think it's possible, though, and because of that, I usually try to keep conservative price predictions as well as reasonable, and I try to be realistic and give you guys the honest opinion. But here I do think 30 to 32 is actually going to be very realistic. I think that's definitely a possibility. So we'll continue to go into May. May is going to be another big month for PancakeSwap. I think a lot of people are going to realize what PancakeSwap is and why you should always pretty much be using PancakeSwap over something like Uniswap at the moment. And because of that, I think PancakeSwap is going to continue to gain ground and momentum. We'll see it right around $40 by the end of May, in my opinion. Going into the end of the year, I think PancakeSwap will continue to grow. I think by the end of the year, we could easily see a $100 to $120 PancakeSwap. The market cap is still very low at that $4.2 billion. Uniswap's market cap is very, very high. So I think PancakeSwap will definitely, catch up, gain some momentum, gain some ground there. I think PancakeSwap could easily go over $100 before the end of the year for sure. And I think by the end of the year, easily $120, $125 for Cake is a very realistic possibility. I think that's a price target that will be achieved. And I think that's going to be as conservative as I'm going to get for PancakeSwap, because I think it could be much higher than that in reality. I think this coin has potential to do big, big things. So like I said, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. If you guys want me to take a look at any specific coins or any coins, like I said, we want me to take a look at, let me know in the comments below. I try to get to all the coins. Obviously, there's like over, 6,000, 7,000 coins. So it is hard to get to every single coin. But, if you let me know in the comments and I see a couple people asking for the same kind of coin, I will definitely try to do a review or price prediction on those coins. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. Make sure to have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next one.